Welcome to the next tutorial. This video continues from our previous walkthrough, where we created our first sample code in the JsRates editor and tested it using the built-in validation tools. In this tutorial, we'll test the same sample code directly at the Shopify checkout page. To start, we need to enable JsRates at checkout. Let's open the app settings page. In the settings page, the first section allows you to enable or disable JsRates at checkout. By default, JsRates is disabled when the app is first installed. Once you've written and tested your shipping rules, you'll need to enable JsRates at checkout so your rates are displayed to customers. If you're not on a full plan subscription, you will need to upgrade in order to enable live checkout mode. However, if you're still testing or experimenting with your shipping logic, you can enable checkout test mode instead. In test mode, JsRates only returns shipping rates when the customer's first name and last name are both set to JsRates, spelled exactly like that, with matching case. This allows you to safely test your logic at checkout without affecting real customers or live orders. You do not need a full plan subscription to use test mode, and we strongly recommend testing here before enabling JsRates for all customers. Before turning test mode on, let's look at the Shopify shipping and delivery settings to see how shipping rate apps appear. Open the Shopify admin, go to Settings, then Shipping and Delivery. Let's open the first shipping profile. In this store, we have two shipping zones, a domestic zone for Australia and an international zone for several other countries. JsRates is not shown here because it has not yet been enabled at checkout. Let's add JsRates. Go back to the JsRates settings page, enable checkout test mode and save. Now JsRates is active at checkout for testing. Return to the Shopify shipping and delivery page and refresh the profile. JsRates now appears as a shipping rate app for the domestic zone and the international zone. Now let's return to our code in the JsRates editor. To recap, our sample code returns one of two shipping rates. If the total cart price is at least $100, we return free shipping. If the total is below $100, we return a $10 standard shipping rate. Each returned rate includes a service name, a service code, a price in cents, and a description. These values are exactly what Shopify displays at checkout. Now let's test the code inside a real checkout flow. Here's our demo Shopify store. Let's open a sample product. This product costs $729.95. Because this is above $100, we expect JsRates to return free shipping. Add the product to the cart and proceed to checkout. The customer name is set to JsRates, which triggers test mode. As expected, JsRates returns a free shipping rate. The service name matches what we defined in our code, and the description appears exactly as specified. Let's scroll back to the customer information section. The email address is a placeholder, and the destination country is set to Australia. The key detail here is the customer's first and last name, both set to JsRates, which activates JsRates in test mode. If we change the customer name to anything else, JsRates will not return rates at checkout while in test mode. The delivery address is random, but in this example it doesn't affect the result because our logic is based solely on item price. Now let's go back to our code to compare. The service name for the free shipping case is free shipping, and the description text matches what we just saw at checkout. You can customize both the service name and the description to fit your store's needs. Our test was successful. After you finish testing and validating your shipping rules, you can return to the JsRates settings page and enable JsRates for all customers at checkout. To activate full checkout mode, a full plan subscription is required. Next, let's return to the editor page and review the logs. Open More Actions, then select Logs. This view lists every execution of your shipping code, whether it was triggered by the editor or by Shopify checkout. The status is OK and there are no errors. Each log entry shows the date and time, the execution source, and the origin and destination locations. Click the latest entry to open its details. This entry corresponds to the checkout test we just performed. The first field shows that the request came from Shopify and was triggered by the checkout page. The next field shows the execution time. Below that is the rates array returned to Shopify, which includes our free shipping rate. Only the rates array is sent back to Shopify. The other fields in the log are provided for debugging and analysis. The log also includes the data object sent by Shopify. This contains everything the customer entered at checkout, such as the first name and last name, the delivery address, and the item being purchased. In this example, the item price of $729.95 is what caused our shipping rule to return free shipping. JsRates also shows your console output here, which is helpful for debugging. This concludes our demonstration of how to test your shipping code inside the editor and at the Shopify checkout page. JsRates includes many advanced features for building flexible shipping logic, integrating external APIs, and customizing Shopify shipping behavior in powerful ways. To explore more, please refer to the JsRates help documentation. If you need assistance with setting up your shipping rates, feel free to contact us. We provide free setup services.